Hi there, Smart Drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test talking to you tonight about instructors and mentors and their role in helping you to learn to drive and get ready for your driver's test and pass that. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with that information. There we go. Driving mentors, talking about instructors, talking about mentors. Mentors. Who are your mentors? Instructors, mentors, and examiners are the three words that you're going to come up against with when you're learning to drive. Instructors are professional driving instructors that will teach you how to drive, teach you how to pass the driving test. Mentors are your parents, your family members, friends who are going to be in the vehicle with you and learn how to drive the vehicle. And then driving examiners are the gatekeepers that work for the DMVs, work for ICBC, MTO, other government organizations, and will administer the test, the on-road test that you're going to take. The way that it works with driving instructors and mentors is very much like a university course. You're expected to take one driving lesson with an instructor, and then you're expected to go home and do 3 or 4 driving sessions with your mentor and work on the skills and abilities and techniques that you worked with your instructor. So for the mentors out there, we're talking to them, we're talking to new students. Know that the driver's test is going to be different than actual driving. You can't keep up with the traffic flow. You must come to a complete stop at stop sign intersections. You must stop at the correct stopping position. You can't drive over painted islands. You can't run yellow lights. All of these things. Know that for the purposes of your driver's test. You must shoulder check. If you do any of that, you're not going to be successful on your driver's test. So know that the driver's test is different than actually learning how to drive or learning how to drive and driving after you get your license. All right, so second driving lesson with Arielle this week. We worked on reversing. I kind of threw her for a little bit because I got her to back around a horseshoe alley, which kept going to the left, and it really kind of threw her a little bit, and she had quite a bit of trouble with it. And also some foliage with some utility poles hiding it, so have a look at that. Live stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We answer all of your questions about driving, passing a driver's license test, becoming a safer, smarter driver, or starting a career as a truck or bus driver. Click up in the corner here, set a reminder for Sunday's live stream, and we'll see you then. For mentors, for new drivers, know that you're going to need more time because a new driver for something that you do. So say, for example, you drive here to the grocery store and it takes you 10 minutes. If you're with a new driver, it's probably going to take you 25 or 30 minutes for the same drive because you have to budget time and you have to put time into that lesson or that drive for teaching the student things that he or she doesn't know, because new drivers don't know what they don't know. They don't know about two-way stop signs. They don't know that they have to stop at a specific place and then they have to move up and they have to give way to the cross traffic because the cross traffic's not going to stop. And for new drivers, that's a little bit weird, two-way stops. So don't get upset with new drivers when they do something that you think is goofy, because even though you think it's goofy, remember, new drivers don't know what they don't know. Driving instructors can give you specific information about specific skills and techniques that you're learning. They can give you specific information about left-hand turns. For example, if a student comes back to me and says, my turns are too wide, how do I correct my turns? I can say, okay, go someplace, find someplace that you can reverse for a couple of blocks in a backup on a straight line. That's going to help improve. Also do some slow speed maneuvers, go to a parking lot with some cones, do some forward figure eights, some reverse figure eights, and all of that is going to help correct your wide turns because you're going to get better control and mastery of the steering, the throttle, and the brake, and that's what you need. So money invested and time invested with a driving instructor has an exceptional return on investment, so know that. With mentors, make sure that you're working on one thing. Don't work on a whole bunch of things. Don't work on left turns, right turns, merging, two-way stops, four-way stops. It's too much for a new driver. Make sure that you're focused on one thing. And for mentors and driving instructors, don't exceed the ability of the student. If the student is brand new, you don't want to be out in rush hour traffic at 4 o'clock in the afternoon trying to make left-hand turns at complex intersections. Don't do that. You know, you'll get a new student who is like fembots in, Austin Powers. Their head's going to explode. Be sure the student is comfortable with the vehicle. Make sure that the seat is adjusted correctly. They can reach the pedals. They have good control of the steering wheel. The mirrors are adjusted correctly. And there's a video here, 8 steps to adjust the controls of the vehicle. And Corey will put that up for us as well. So make sure you look at all of that and make sure that the student is comfortable. If the student looks uncomfortable, stop and adjust the vehicle. Tilt the steering wheel up. If you have most new vehicles, even my old buggy has tilt steering. Make sure that you tilt the steering so that they can see the entire instrument panel correctly. If it has telescopic, then move the steering wheel back and forth until they're at the correct position. Make sure that the head restraint on the back of the seat is adjusted correctly. That the top of the head restraint is at least in line with the top of their ears, okay, in case they get rear-ended in a crash. All right, so road signs. Drill new students on traffic signs. Make sure that they're reading and looking at the road signs, and make sure that you're working in and around the area where they're going to be taking their driver's test, because road signs will change depending on area and proximity and whatnot. So make sure that you're looking at all of those as well and going over the traffic signs with them so they can glean that information at a glance. Slow speed maneuvers. These will improve a student's overall driving. If they're having any challenges with any part of the driving, with right turns, left turns, parking, go back and focus on these slow speed maneuvers. Work on the parallel parking. Work on the Ohio maneuverability test. And Corey will put the video up for the Ohio maneuverability test. It's an excellent exercise for new students to do and to learn control of the vehicle, mastery of the primary controls, the brake, the steering wheel, and the throttle, how to reverse and learn and teach them where their vehicle is in space and place. I cannot stress how good the Ohio maneuverability is for new students to learn how to drive and become better drivers faster. So look at that and practice that and use that. If the situation at any point gets too stressful, if the student is losing it, if you as the mentor or you as the driving instructor are losing your cool, pull over somewhere, get out of the car, take a break, because everybody needs to take a break. Everybody needs to remain calm. Just take a break, take 5 minutes, go for a walk, do whatever you do, then get yourself back under control and carry on, okay? All right, so we're gonna leave it there for tonight. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down in the comment section. We'll do what we can to help you out to get a license and those types of things. So if you passed your license in the last couple of weeks, congratulations on that. All the best. And if you got a test coming up this week, good luck on that. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great night. Bye now.